This building is our Albion Historical Society's museum, Gardner House Museum. It was built by Augustus Gardner, approximately 1876. He was a hardware merchant here in town. It houses all the belongings of the Historical Society and is open Mother's Day through end of September. This building is one of the last of this style in the area. It's a mansard roof on this building, which there are very few left. Every wall in this house is masonry. There are no wooden walls. This building, if it were to burn, would still be standing. This building was slated to be torn down in 1966, I believe it was, and the city was ready to bulldoze it. It was a wreck, and the Historical Society purchased it from the city for $1 and totally restored it to the way it is today. When the house was restored in 1967, there wasn't a lot left. In other words, the house was in such bad condition that many of the things had to be replaced. The light fixtures that are in the building, all of them on the first floor, were part of a chandelier that hung in the Opera House downtown. Most of the woodwork was handcrafted from original. The spindles on the staircase, there were only 8 that were usable. The rest of them were all turned. It was in bad shape. This is a picture of the museum shortly after it opened, after becoming a museum. Interesting to see that we're keeping it looking the same pretty much. Picture of a mansard roof, which is an unusual design. It was fairly common back in Victorian times, but there's very few left. It's a completely flat roof that all runs off in one direction.
Well, this is a picture of the Gardner House family, with A.P. Gardner and his family. He came here as a blacksmith originally, walked from Leslie to Albion, and got a job at the mill when they had to prove himself as a blacksmith. They gave him a job, gave him some tools to make, and he made the tools and became a blacksmith there at the mill. And he started his own blacksmith shop here in Albion. Later on became a hardware merchant. I imagine probably when he got tired of being blacksmith, he went into hardware merchants. Well, and the chandeliers in the house here are made out of one chandelier that came out of the Opera House. There's 5 of them downstairs. I did not see it when it was originally one chandelier, but there's also a basket of material in the basement still left out of the same chandelier, so you can imagine how large the chandelier was when it was all in one piece.